You might find it hard to believe, but some states are creating their own alternative currencies made of gold. Now, the implications of this are enormous, but most people have not even heard of the Goldback. Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution states, "No state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, confederation, grant, letters of marque, and reprisal, coin money, emit bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver, coin, a tender in payments of debts." So you can see right there, states are actually eligible to legally create their own currencies as long as they are made of silver and or gold. And some states, my assumption is they're concerned about the handling of the dollar. They're right now literally creating their own alternative currencies made from gold. Now, Utah, they were the first state declaring U.S. minted gold and silver coins as legal tender. And the Utah Legal Tender Act, it was passed way back March 10th, 2011. And in March of 2017, Senator Bob Hall introduced SB 2097. That's a bill at establishing a legal tender status for gold and silver, including protections from seizure by state authorities. Now, you may know that at one time gold was actually made illegal to own, and back in 1934, the Gold Reserve Act made it illegal to own gold, and you had to sell it to the government, any gold that you had, or risk confiscation and criminal charges. So it's very encouraging to see states putting these protections in place from the federal government, because we know once things become desperate, they're going to do anything to keep the wheels turning and the lights on. And dollars, many of you know, they were backed by gold at one point. So your dollar was actually worth something. It was backed by something. And today, that paper that you're holding in your hand is worth only what we believe it to be worth. And with money being expanded today by the trillions, there is unquestionably risk that we could potentially see the value of paper money diminishing at a rapid rate. Now, one of the age-old arguments against using gold as currency was always that it can't be broken down into small enough increments to actually be functional. So this new technology, it's called the Goldback. It breaks gold down into widths 1/10 of a hair and sandwiches it between two polymer layers. The end result, $1 notes, they have 1/1000th of an ounce of gold, ranging to the $50 notes, they contain 1/20th of a troy ounce of gold. And these are actually available for purchase now at various metal shops online. You can get the Nevada Goldback, the Utah Goldback, or the New Hampshire Goldback. We've actually ordered some of these bills. We're going to show them as soon as they get here, so feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell, and we'll show them as soon as they get here. Now, interestingly, entrepreneurs are already doing the arbitrage play on eBay. They're buying these notes cheap. They're selling them for a profit on eBay. And if you're interested in learning about silver arbitrage, I'm going to post a link at the end of this video. And it's the same for Goldbacks as it is for silver if you're doing arbitrage. Now, the currency is legal tender in Utah. And Goldback, the company, states it's legal to spend and use these bills anywhere in the United States. Now, I'd love to do a video trying to buy something with these bills. How many clerks do you think would actually accept it? Now, that said, the company right on their website says 25 to 50% of all stores do accept it when you explain what it is to the business owner. Now, I'm going to see if I can buy some gum. I'm going to go into a store with my Zimbabwe $100 trillion note. So right now, U.S. debt, $28 trillion. The money printing keeps on going. There seems to be no end in sight. If you're a taxpayer in the U.S. right now, you owe $225,309. And money debasement has never ended well. We've done this same thing over and over again since even before Roman times. And they used to shave their coins. Then they started using cheaper metals until about 5% of the gold was left in these coins. And invariably, then came the currency collapse and Greshams Law. More on that in a second if you don't know what that is. Now, most people expect that due to the status of the U.S., the economic power, we can keep this all under control. But the reality is we really don't know. These are uncharted waters for us. And we are completely prone to normalcy bias. If nothing happened yesterday, nothing's going to happen tomorrow. We're just not expecting anything to happen, but that's just not true. Now, an alternative currency like the Goldback may actually be a lifesaver if the paper money in your hands becomes worthless. This is a great idea, in my opinion, by these states. So Greshams Law, and notice it's called Greshams Law, not Gresham's Theory. It's an immutable law that states bad money always drives out good in the economy. Now, the most recent example of Gresham's Law is the pure silver coins that were in circulation, were eventually all hoarded by people once they realized the silver content in the coins was worth more than their face value. And it's now much, much more. The face value of the coins are almost worthless. $100 value, face value of silver coins today will cost you $2,500 to buy. And again, this has happened repeatedly throughout history as the governments debase their coinage by adding less expensive metals or just, like today, printing money. Now, this invariably leads ultimately to economic malfunction. But we forget these things. We don't learn from history. We do them over and over again, expecting different results. Now, as unique as these gold-backed bills are, there's actually many examples of silver and gold already being legal currency. Now, if you own any Canadian silver or gold maples, this is actually legal currency. The face value of the maples is $5. Their gold maple is actually $50. Face value, legal currency, as noted on the back of these coins. So technically, you could walk into any store and pay in silver and gold coins. Now, the clerk, they're unlikely to take it because most people have never seen a silver or gold maple, and you'd have to be crazy to do that because the metal value far exceeds the value of the face. So it's $40 Canadian approximately for silver, about $2,300 a coin for gold. Now, in order for states to actually enact this, they first have to pass a bill where metals are exempt from taxes and capital gains. That's very important. And some states have actually voted against doing this. So they're unlikely to be in a position to get to the next stage where they're creating their own gold type currencies. Now, I'm wondering, how long is it going to take for counterfeiters to get in on this act? And if people see money involved, there's a lot of these being sold, how hard would it be to replicate these bills absent of the actual gold content? And this is a fascinating situation. If the federal currency begins to show signs of weakness or even collapse, we could see individual states protecting themselves by using these gold currencies. Now, I love Bitcoin, but let's be honest, for many people without the technical know-how, this is a much simpler solution, and it's one that most people are more used to. And if the government ruins the existing currency, like they very well may do, it's very nice for people without the knowledge or desire to buy crypto to have an alternative. I'm going to place the link for how they make these gold bills, very interesting, right here. Link to the silver arbitrage video is down below. That's how to flip silver or even gold backs for profit. And if you want to see us unbox those pretty gold bills once we get them, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Thanks for watching.